I'm not going to say I'm back, because every time I say I'm back, then I don't come back for good, and then I just end up disappointing you guys and me. But I will say this, since I've been gone, I have filmed 25 videos, and today I filmed the intro, outros, and voiceovers for all 25 videos for YouTube. Okay guys, first of all, I feel so incredibly grateful to be able to be on YouTube, to be able to have an audience, to be able to have an amazing audience like you guys. And I'm just really grateful to be back and be able to do this. So I apologize for the break. I apologize for not being consistent with my uploads, but I am uploading a video today. Now, today we are going to be making cake batter macarons. These are absolutely delicious. I specifically remember what they tasted like, even though I made them back in September of 2018. They're delicious. They're pretty to look at. Let's get stuck into them. So as usual, we are going to add our almond meal and powdered sugar into a food processor. We're going to process that until everything is well combined. Then we're going to put that into a sift, or through a sift, into a large mixing bowl. Sift it as well as you can. Those big bits, you don't need those, so you can throw those out, but sift it as much as you can. Then you're going to add your first batch of egg whites, and you're going to mix that using a spatula until everything comes to a paste consistency. Now you're going to cover that with plastic wrap and set it aside while we get stuck into our syrup. So to make our syrup, we're going to add our water and sugar into a small saucepan. We're going to bring it to a gentle boil, and once the syrup reaches 115 degrees Celsius, we are going to put our second batch of egg whites on to get nice and frothy in our stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. Once we reach 118 degrees Celsius, we are going to very slowly, in a thin and steady stream, add our very hot syrup to our egg whites while the mixer is on high speed. So once you've got all of that syrup in there, nice and slowly, take your time. You're going to continue mixing for about 3 minutes before you add your vanilla extract. And guys, you want to mix for an additional 6 minutes or so until your meringue gets nice and thick and glossy. Once it has, take it out of the mixer. We are going to add a spatula full of that glossy meringue into our almond mixture from earlier on, and we're going to fold that through. Now you want to make sure it's really mixed in well before you add the rest of your meringue, and fold that through. Now usually guys, I will tell you to mix until you get to the ribbon stage, but today we are going to be coloring 2 different colors for our batter. So what we want to do is mix until everything is well combined, not the ribbon stage just yet. Once you have combined everything well, you're going to split the batter into 2 separate bowls. You're going to color one pink and one blue. And guys, this is when you want to reach the ribbon stage. Now to get to the ribbon stage, what you're going to do is you're going to use your spatula to go around the bowl and then through the middle. You're going to continue doing that until your batter falls off your spatula in a ribbon and then disappears back into the rest of the batter after about 10 seconds. That is the ribbon stage. That is the point you want to stop mixing. We're going to add each colored batter into 2 separate piping bags fitted with a medium-sized tip. Now I've just lined my baking trays with some silicone baking mats. You can use baking paper instead. And we're going to pipe 3cm rounds of our macaron batter on our baking trays. Once you've done that, you're going to sprinkle them with some little hundreds and thousands sprinkles, otherwise known as rainbow caviar sprinkles. And you're going to let these sit and dry for about 30 to 40 minutes before you pop them in the oven. Now, while they're drying, you can preheat your oven. Then once they're ready to bake and they've dried, you're going to pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes. Once they've baked, let them cool down completely before you try taking them off the baking tray. Now guys, my favorite bit about these macarons is that gorgeous cake batter frosting that is in the center. So to make that, we are going to pop our flour into the oven Well, you can do this while your macarons are drying. So we're going to pop it in the oven. And what this does is it makes it safe to eat raw, because I know that in some countries you can't eat raw flour. It's not safe for you. You get all kinds of nasty sicknesses. In Australia, it's safe, but we're just going to do this just to be on the safe side. Now, it's not for very long, and we're not actually cooking the batter. We're just kind of heating it up to make it safe to eat. Once you've done that, you're going to pop it straight from your baking tray into a large mixing bowl. You're going to add your sugar, and you're going to mix that until everything is well combined. Then you're going to add your butter and mix that until it reaches a crumbly, sand-like texture before you add your milk and vanilla. And guys, it's going to result in quite a thick batter, but we want that thick batter because we don't want to make our frosting runny, because we're actually going to be adding this to my Swiss meringue buttercream frosting. Now you can see our macarons baked beautifully. We're going to fit a piping bag with a Wilton 6B piping tip, and we're going to frost a swirl of that gorgeous cake batter frosting on our macarons, and you're going to sandwich it with another macaron. And guys, that is the first video in 5 months on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these cake batter macarons. I am happy to be back. Please hit the like button because it lets me know that you're happy that I'm back, and it motivates me to continue uploading. You're going to find the recipe on my website as usual. I'm not going to mention that I have a book out called Sugar Rebels, which you can order through my website for the next 5 videos, because I feel it's unfair to me for me to just come back on YouTube and start promoting my book straight away without having been on for the last 5 months. So I'm not going to say anything about my book for five videos, and then I'm going to let you guys know about the book. But if you want to know about the book, it's on my website. I'll talk about it in 5 videos time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.